Hello, I'm reviewing Tom Holland's mediocre Spider-Man trilogy as Spider-Man. I give it an 8 out of 10, all three Spider-Man movies, as Tom Holland has Spider-Man as the main lead in his MCU's solo movies, to Spider-Man Homecoming to Spider-Man No Way Home. Get an 8 out of 10 from me. All three movies. I'm going to say what I liked about this trilogy and what I didn't like about the trilogy. But first off, let me start off with what I didn't like about the trilogy. With all three installments. Okay, because there's more pros than... or more cons than pros. I'm not sure. Or not sure. Okay, how much bad or how much good there's in this crap of a mediocre script of a movie that got greenlit to the public for these movies. I just think that anything but amazing, these movies, is my problem. With Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy, is anything but amazing finale, amazing trilogy. I'm kind of lukewarm on it. Basically, I'm lukewarm like I am on Eddie Van Halen. I'm basically lukewarm on this. La 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 la. La la la. I forgot what I was saying. Ow. Fuck, that hurt. Where was I? Oh yeah, Spider-Man trilogy. I think I'm feeling the effects of my medication this morning. And this Spider-Man trilogy is kind of is trying to go for the more casual, friendly neighborhood comedic sitcom approach, without the laugh track. A lot of the times, all three Spider-Mans like to go through for his installments. All three Spider-Man movies, with Tom Holland's friends, they feel like a sitcom just without the laugh track. Like a Full House sitcom without the laugh track. When it's trying to be funny. And it does it so often, it gets repetitive a little bit. I think I know what it is. For some reason, it's just too much. Yeah, it's just like too much stupidness. I'm on stupid. Stupid. Oh, God. Stupid. I gotta sit, okay? So this feels like a bad sitcom of a trilogy of Spider-Man. Oh, I didn't like about it. And another thing I didn't like about it, Except, is this... Another thing I didn't like about it is just that Tom Holland's having trouble playing Spider-Man and making him fun. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is somehow even more boring than Maguire's. And more cringe. Like, I never was a fan of Maguire's Spider-Man in the first place. I mean, I wasn't even a fan of his movies. A big fan of his movies growing up. I just was kind of mixed on them, but I guess I like them enough to say they're not the worst thing in the world. But not by any means defending. It's kind of how it's kind of how I felt about Maguire's trilogy, and still do. First thing, I think Maguire's trilogy is this as bad and as convoluted as the Tom Holland's trilogy. I don't even remember what goes on in these movies, really. I'm trying to figure out, don't remember, like, why are there so many villains in each... Why there's so many storylines, there's so many story threads in these movies? There's so many characters, so many story plot elements is trying to juggle. And Tom Holland's Spider-Man is guilty of this too, besides Maguire's. I feel like Tom Holland's Spider-Man it doesn't do any, is not allowed to make Spider-Man his own thing, or to even like play the Spider-Man accurate from the comics. And he's not allowed to even do that, can't do that even. For some reason, he has trouble playing comic book accurate quickly Spider-Man, which he's not allowed to do because of the script, probably. And he's not really allowed to play it his own. He doesn't really play any different than Maguire did as Spider-Man. Like, he seems the same level of mild investment Maguire seemed as Spider-Man in the role. Which is not terrible, I guess. Well, it's not something I will... I just think this kind of is this lousy Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man's not fun in these movies. He's not fun when Maguire plays him. He's not fun when Tom plays him. For some reason, the only one that can make Spider-Man fun so far is like Jake Johnson from the Spider-Verse movies as Peter Parker, and Andrew from his Amazing Spider-Man movies. Yes, and I will say what I did love about this trilogy are the costumes and the expressive eye, and the fact the eyes are finally expressive. And I like the villains like Tom Holland's face for his own villains of the version of the Voltron, the version of Mysterio, and like the costume accurate attention to detail that they went with the costume design of Mysterio. I like that too. So I thought it was cool. I think Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is a really underrated villain. I think was really good in the role as Mysterio. I just think that the script is such a mediocre script. You can't really. I just can't really blame the audience for. I guess the thinking of this. I just don't know what I think. What happened was the script is just so mediocre of a story, and Mysterio in this movie is actually pretty good and faithful to his comic counterpart. This actually a faithful and interesting take on Mysterio, also a different take on Mysterio, and I really think the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie is the one called Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, Spider-Man, not No Way Home, Far From Home. The one with Mysterio is the villain. Main villain of the movie. That's Spider-Man Far From Home. The sequel to Homecoming. And my least favorite Spider-Man, the Tom Holland's one, has got to be the last one, No Way Home. One of my favorite Tom Holland's movie was him as Spider-Man has got to be was the one with Mysterio, Spider-Man Far From Home. I mean, I thought it was the best one because I think it is the one that felt the least like a bad sitcom. Not saying it doesn't feel like a sitcom. I'm saying it felt like it just felt the least. It just felt like it was the one that took Spider-Man the most serious, like in that comic book fashion that we want Spider-Man. But however, it forgets to make him fun again. So it doesn't really he's kind of boring again, like he was in Homecoming, guess. But this Spider-Man persona is really boring. Tom Holland's Spider-Man persona doesn't really know what to do. It seems like doesn't know how to play Spider-Man. Well, I don't know. It's just he's just really boring as Spider-Man again. We got another good dud as boring Spider-Man. I mean, there was Maguire, but now there's this one. That's why I gives Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy a mediocre score of an 8 out of 10. I say it's a mediocre franchise, and I don't give a fuck if. I don't really give a fuck. It's just. This is not for me. I recommend do not see this crap. It's just a letdown. This trilogy for me. I mean, it's not all, by any means terrible. It's just by any means not worthwhile. Nothing worth my wild. It's just nothing worthwhile. Nothing worth going nuts about, or regretting to see, or I mean, regretting nothing worth going nuts about to me. It's just like nothing worth going nuts to obsessing about it to me. It's like this movie really, these movies franchise with Tom Holland is just kind of lame. They're saying the CGI might be even lamer because at least Maguire's CGI might have been lame in the first 2002 Spider-Man movie, but at least it fixed that problem with the sequels. I can't really say that the same thing got fixed. For some reason, I think the CGI actually gets worse for each installment, like the original Turtle, it's like, you know how the original Turtles trilogy with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the effects got worse for each installment? That's what the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie has, that luck of luxury to have the same outcome. Yes, the effects get worse in each installment. Even the CGI on the suit gets more noticeable in each installment. Oh boy. Like, it feels like I'm just looking at thin air. I'm looking at a really good PlayStation 2 graphics from 2002 is what it feels like watching the CGI from Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy. It feels as convincing as a 2002 state-of-the-art PlayStation 2 game. The CGI in the Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. It shows that convincing and well thought out and well attention to detail. It looks like CGI from a PlayStation 2 video game console. Isn't that something? We all know that means they took their time perfecting that craft and giving us this wonderful piece of horseshit of a movie. So the trilogy, that's Spider-Man's Homecoming trilogy, with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. It really proves you how much the people didn't try of these movies. It's quite amazing, the fact they didn't try to finish the effects. It looks like. So this is going to be the final. This is going to be so we got rid of Andrew Garfield and Maguire. I can't believe I said that. So we replaced Maguire, we replaced for Andrew. Now we replace Andrew for Tom. And you can't even make Spider-Man fun again. Oh, great. So, it makes the whole trilogy a bit of a drag to watch. Because he's just as whiny as Maguire's Peter Parker Spider-Man. But you know how Peter Parker from Maguire's run actually had reasons to be whiny? I'm not sure what the fuck this asshole version of Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, has to be whiny about. Especially when life is so easy for him. As being Spider-Man and Peter Parker, keeping it together and not having it fall apart. In his face, constantly, as Peter Parker or as Spider-Man. So, because his raw life as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker is all peachy. And for some reason, he's whiny. Still. And he's not even fun. Wow. Holy mother God, that can get annoying. To me. It can get annoying, really annoying. That's why I think he's the weakest adaptation written wise of Spider-Man in live action since Maguire's era. So yeah, these movies are mediocre crap. Which is why I'm giving them an 8 out of 10. They're watchable, this is not good to me enough to go nuts and loving them again. I'm just getting tired of being disappointed and let down. I get tired of the existence of comic book movies letting me down. Especially when it comes from Spider-Man. This is a bit of a letdown again. And that's why I give this trilogy an 8 out of 10. Goodbye, and subscribe to my content by hitting the bell, then hitting the subscribe to get subscribed. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Goodbye.